Hi, this is Carlos Cousins, and this is a writing question asking us to assess the grammatical validity of the underlined portions of a given statement. For this sort of question, the first thing you want to do is read the sentence to yourself, try to understand what it's trying to say, and then immediately go ahead and consider the answer choices. So let's do that together. Since a coastal island made it a crime to collect seashells, they have hired additional security staff to enforce the new regulation. So the idea is you're going to have a coastal island that has passed a law saying that it is now going to be illegal to collect seashells, to grab seashells from the shore. And as a result, what they have done is, and we see it's a result because of the word since here, they have hired additional staff so that the law, to ensure that the law is being followed. So since here is what is causing the causal relationship. There's nothing wrong with that. And then we established a subject here. It is a crime to collect. There's no problem with that when something is made. So you're going to have the infinitive to make it something. You must then add another infinitive here. So there's absolutely no problem with to collect. We're going to go ahead and move on. Seashells, they. Well, the problem comes along with they here. So we've already scratched these two off. And that's because they isn't clear. You don't know what it is referring to. It's ambiguous. Who exactly has hired additional security staff to enforce a regulation? And what you might think is that the subject immediately preceding it has. What, the seashells have hired additional security staff to enforce a regulation? Well, no, you have to be specific and say, in fact, in this case, it's not even obvious who has done it. The coastal island? No, probably the leadership of the security department of the island or something of the sort. That's completely not specified in this problem. Now, if you thought D might be the answer, have hired additional security staff to enforce, there's absolutely no problem with this. You need the infinitive. And in fact, this is preferable to a form of, for example, of the verb that looks like for enforcing. You usually want the infinitive. You want something that looks like to plus the verb. And if you thought there was no error because you assumed you understood what they was actually referring to, well, ask yourself, for this sort of question, really, whenever you see they, ask yourself, who exactly? And it's hard to come up with an answer for this one. The coastal island's leadership, but who in the leadership? We haven't named anyone. And we see the word leadership nowhere on here. So I hope that helped with this problem. Happy prepping!